Now, we're going to apply this because this is important. We're going to leave this here, and we're going to use this. This is considered a time signature, not a fraction. There's no line in the middle, okay? The bottom number, top number, tells you two things, asks two questions. Question 1, question 2. Then when the bottom number is 4, it always asks what note receives, and I hope I spelled that right, I before E except MC, receives 1 count. Forgive me, I'm tired. That is a question mark. Okay, let's make this more of a question mark. What note receives 1 count? That's the bottom note, always. Top note always asks, sleepy, how many beats are in a measure? Okay, so when the top number is 4, there are 4 beats in the measure. If the top number is 3, there are 3 beats in the measure. If the top number is 2, there are, right. If the top number is 8, if the top number is 12, great, now you understand. Top number always says, whatever it is, however many beats in the measure, whatever that number is, that's how many beats in the measure. When the bottom number is 4, the quarter note gets 1 count. So all of this is true. We're not going to go any further with that because then we'll get into a much bigger deal with music. Okay, so we understand this. Time signature, how many beats in the measure, what note receives 1 count. Okay, so this is how we're going to map out our music. If our time signature is here, it's 4/4, that means if I had 1 note that I could put in 1 measure and take up the whole measure, what note would that be? Right, the whole note. Because it has how many counts? 4 counts. So the way we count the whole note is we do this. 1. Now that'll make any sense.
If I hear Wash explain this one more time, I'm gonna lose it. It's not that hard if you pay attention.
The whole note started on 1.
And she wondered why she always lost. Leave Instagram alone and you might learn something.
But we have to hold it for 4 counts. So instead of saying
yes, sir. When I see this girl today, I'ma try to make sure she notice me this time. You know, yeah, don't forget, I got some of Dad's cologne Mama's always talking about. Boy, I see.
I'm kind of tired, and I'm hungry.
And I'm so hungry. I wonder if they're having a lunch today.
What could I put in a measure?
Oh my gosh.
That would have at least 2 notes in it. Exactly. 2 half notes. Okay, you understand? So what now? How many quarter notes? Right.
Is that him? Gosh. What is that? No way.
How many eighth notes? Twice as many. So that means it's what? Exactly, 8. Okay. We're going to erase this one. We're going to come down here for the next measure. So that means how many 16
Mr. Washington hair look funny when it ain't cut. It look even funnier when it is cut.
Hold on, Mr. Wash. Savannah.
Huh?
How you count this rhythm up here on the board?
What you say?
You heard me.
How do I count the rhythm?
Oh, so you did hear me. Oh, so now we got a parakeet in the room, Mr. Washington. But I tell you one thing, you can get it wrong if you want. The whole section. Make sure y'all come see me before we start practice today. My bad, Mr. Washington. You go ahead and finish.
Now, I know what you're thinking. That doesn't look like that, and this doesn't look like that. I know. When you have two or more eighth notes together, you have to beam the eighth notes like this across. So that means it's two eighth notes. There are two lines on the 16th notes. So therefore, the 16th notes will look like this. Double. Eighth notes, two or more eighth notes, two or more 16th notes. Everybody with me? Great. Now, it's easy to count these. Because this, two half notes, so they get two counts. 2 plus 2 is 4, even in China. So, the first two counts, this always starts on 1, every measure. Every time we get to a measure, we always start over. We're counting to what number? 4. We're counting to 4. So this will be 1 and 2, but we're going to keep the line here. We're going to do this. And this is going to start on what number? What comes after 2? Right, 3. This goes here, 4. So this is going to be 1, 3. So we're going to hold that out for 2 counts, okay? This is going to be what? Because they all get 1 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Great. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. This eighth notes, you can just, we're going to find out where the numbers are first. So we have 1, where's 2? Right here, right, that's 2. What about this one? That would be 3, and this, of course, is 4. Okay, but what about this? These notes right here. Those are eighth notes. So what we have to do is we have to count each one. They go twice as fast as a quarter note. So if we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, twice as fast would be 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have to say something. And what the word is we use is and. And. So now we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, are you with me? Anybody's confused? Okay, good, great. All right. Now, by default, we already know, you can kind of look at this as C now. This is 1. This would have to be, right.
Gonna have to give me some grandma
Yes.
cookies or something later.
Absolutely. Okay, now, if
gosh,
that's the
I was
case,
not paying
then what are we
attention.
doing with this?
I'll be toast
All of
again.
this
I
has
hope
to
Kiera
happen
was
on
paying
beat
attention.
1. All of this has to happen on beat
They stay
2.
too
All
nice,
of
real
this
talk.
on beat 3.
They can't
All
mess
of
with
this
you as
is
you,
on
though.
beat 4. Now remember,
Gotta get my
16th
lows
note
right before I go to
works twice
Southern.
as fast as the eighth
I
note.
mean,
So we're
Texas
doing
Southern.
1
Man, where did that
and
come
2
from?
and 3 and
I'm
4
tripping.
and now we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We got it? So we use these letters, E and E and E and E and So now we have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Okay, does anybody confused? Anybody confused? Okay, great. I gotta work with my cinematographer. Okay, now, this is how music works. This is how we play it. So let's start from the very beginning. Counting. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Okay, now let's do it this way with the pointer. We go 1, 2 and ready and go. Hold on a second. Kim, get over here. Hush, hush. Anybody, I don't want you to video.
Okay, yeah.
Clap. 1. Have a clap. Watch this. Clap. Clap twice. You got to get 1. They work great. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and ready, and go. 1, 1, 3. Clap louder, Kim. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Excellent. Does everybody understand so far? Great, because you're gonna need to use it. Does everybody understand? Good. Cinematographer. All right, I'll be back in a second. We're gonna do note recognition in 5, 4, 3,